When I was young, my father used to show a film that consisted of clips of some of the greatest boxing matches of all time. I was mesmerized by it, the beauty of the sweet science that was boxing. Of all the fights, though, none were as mesmerizing as those between Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta. Advertisement: they fought 6 times between 1942 and 1951, and Sugar Ray won 5 of them. They were studies in contrast. Sugar Ray was smooth, as silky as a ballet dancer. They didn't call Jake the Bronx Bull for nothing. It was grace against fury, and grace almost always won. In 1985, my editors at the Boston Herald graced me with a gift assignment covering the middleweight championship fight in Las Vegas between Brockton's Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns. Get fast forward in your inbox. Forget yesterday's news. Get what you need today in this ear-limerning email. Thank you for signing up. Sign up for more newsletters here. I was a boxing fan, but the boxing world was foreign to me. The only people I knew were on those grainy videos or drawn by the artful prose of the most literate of boxing writers. The Herald's boxing writer, Richie Thompson, was kind enough to shepherd me around Vegas. I found myself at the Flame, a hangout for boxing writers, sitting at the bar with sports writers who wrote like poets. Pete Hamill explained why he stopped drinking, and then, as if on cue, George Kimball, who had definitely not stopped drinking, dropped his fake eye into Pete's soft drink. The next day, at one of the hotels, Richie Thompson introduced me to Emmanuel Stewart, Tommy Hearns' trainer, and we were standing there, just shooting the breeze, when Jake LaMotta strolled up. Advertisement: as the flawed, brutal protagonist of Martin Scorsese's cinematic masterpiece Raging Bull, LaMotta had gone from being an obscure, somewhat disgraced former middleweight champion to a genuine celebrity. But to me, he was that guy in the fight films my dad used to show. When I told Jake that watching him fight Sugar Ray Robinson was something my dad and I bonded over, he seemed genuinely moved. In fact, he was so moved that he tapped me hard in the groin, gave me a dope slap on the back of my head, and invited me to his wedding, which was the next night. Given that Jake had been married 5 times, getting invited to his 6th wedding was not exactly a coup. But walking into that hotel suite prior to the ceremony was mind-blowing. The place was full of boxing royalty: Willie Pep, Carmen Basilio, Billy Conn, Jose Torres. These guys beat the living daylights out of each other, but they loved each other like brothers. I chatted with the soon-to-be 6th and penultimate Mrs. LaMotta, a school teacher named Teresa Miller, and she was very nice. She wasn't overly concerned about Jake's chronic inability to stay married. She had a couple under her belt too. She pointed across the room to their best man. I almost fell over. It was Sugar Ray Robinson. I admired boxers, but none more than Sugar Ray Robinson. I thought he was the best, the greatest boxer pound for pound ever. I walked over, mumbled an introduction, put out my hand, and told him how fortunate I felt to be able to meet one of my idols. But it didn't register. He didn't speak, or even look at me. At his side, his wife explained to him that I was from a newspaper in Boston, and that I was a fan, and sort of steered him into shaking my hand. At 63, Sugar Ray was handsome as ever and looked fit, but his grip was weak. All those hits to the head. 4 years later, he was dead from Alzheimer's disease. Watching Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson fight turned me into a boxing fan. Meeting Sugar Ray Robinson at Jake LaMotta's wedding changed everything. I never enjoyed it the same again. Jake LaMotta died Tuesday, somehow, inexplicably, making it to 95. He once acknowledged he took unnecessary punishment in the ring. I fought, he said, like I didn't deserve to live. Kevin Cullen is a Globe columnist. He can be reached at cullen@globe.com.